measly pebble? Talk about a racket! How many hours of work does that equate to? Even if I were to withhold my rent payments, it would still take... Oh well, I doubt anyone else will come along and buy. Hold on! It's sold!
Great jahy? Your greatness? Is that you?
Yes?
Oh my! It's been so long since I've seen you! It is I, your loyal Druge!
Druge, you say? Let's see now. Yes, Druge, of course! You don't have any objection to my trying out this new weapon on you, right?
I'd be honored!
I'm tired. Be my chair.
Certainly! Oh, your greatness! 'Tis an honor to bear the immense weight of your nobility!
These are delicious. You really must try one.
What magnificent cruelty! I'm in awe! In the months since the Dark Realm fell, I've been terribly worried about whether everyone made it out all right and where they ended up. I'm so relieved you're alive and well, your greatness.
I'm glad you got out safely too, Druge. Though I must say, your appearance threw me a bit.
My clothes! Well, the way I dressed in the Dark Realm would be quite out of place here. I thought it would be a good idea not to be too conspicuous. That's why I started going by the name Dojima.
Conspicuous? It never even occurred to me to worry about that.
While we're on the subject, your greatness, you look a bit different as well.
Huh?
The monocrystal did get shattered, but I'm a total nobody. And even I managed to get my hands on a few shards before the Dark Realm fell. So it can't possibly have been enough of a hardship to leave someone of your illustrious standing in such an enfeebled state as this. Of course, I certainly don't mean to suggest there's anything wrong with the way you look right now. Oh, in fact, I'm sure you must have a very good reason for choosing to take this form.
Then you admit you failed to see this body's worth. Druge, you just revealed yourself to be an idiot among idiots.
Forgive my ignorance, oh great jahy. Won't you enlighten this poor fool with your brilliance? Please, your greatness, I'll bet it.
That's insolent! Do I really have to spell it out for you? Here, look how cute I am. You can figure it out from there.
No way. You mean your appearance before me as a weak, scrawny little girl is in fact a calculated effort to play on the sympathies of easily manipulated humans?
Weak and scrawny?
Well done, your greatness. An unsophisticated mind like my own could never have conceived of such a plan.
Of course not. You just did conceive it, you know.
I am completely and utterly inferior to you in every way.
Easy, Druge.
Excuse me. Are you still interested in buying that gem, ma'am?
Yes. Could you please have it delivered to this address?
It would be our pleasure.
I'm so glad we ran into each other today, your greatness. Would you care to join me for tea?
Thanks for waiting. Just the two of you today?
This seems like a nice place, but why is it so quiet? It's nothing like where I work, that's for sure.
I really enjoy the atmosphere here, don't you?
It's fine.
Good afternoon. Here are your menus.
Thievery!
I'll have the Thunderbolt Darjeeling, as well as the mascarpone brulee, with a side of espresso gelato.
Huh?
And what would you like, your greatness?
I suppose I'll have... the water.
Water? Could you find nothing that appealed to you?
I can't order a drink that would cost me as much as a week's worth of food. Once again, you failed to read the situation properly. I was a figure of great renown in the Dark Realm, revered by everyone. You can see what I'm getting at, right?
Of course. Even though you've traveled to a completely different realm, a woman of your influence must exercise caution at all times, lest she afford her enemies the chance to take her down. So you won't eat if there's even the slightest possibility that the food's been poisoned. That's it, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, you got it. Figured it right out.
I really am an idiot, aren't I? How in the world could I miss something so obvious?
Yeah, that's a good question. You're the one who just made that up.
All right, here you are.
That looks delicious.
I
audacity to offer me food you yourself had touched. Never make that mistake again.
No, of course not! Will there be anything else, Your Greatness? I almost forgot about that.
I'm the idiot!
That was a close one, wasn't it? I feel bad about eating in front of you. Please forgive my selfishness. You know, Your Greatness, I truly never imagined I'd have the privilege of being reunited with you here in the human realm.
Lucky you. So what were you doing at that jewelry store? Perhaps purchasing a monocrystal?
Why, no.
That figures. I guess even she can't afford that.
After all, a store run by humans is the last place you'd ever see something like a monocrystal.
I didn't know that. I knew that. I was testing you.
I should have known. Now then, let's see here. Where are you living these days, Your Greatness? I can drop you off there if you'd like.
This one too? If she gets one look at that shitty apartment building, even Bruce the idiot will figure out everything. My pathetic life, how far I've fallen since the crystal was destroyed. That rotten building, one glimpse of it and my every secret will be painfully revealed. No, here is fine.
Are you sure about this?
Please allow me to explain. Listen, Drew. It's fallen upon me to restore the Dark Realm. And so at the present time, I cannot reveal my main base of operations. Until we meet again.
Right! I hope I'll be able to continue learning from you.
Why couldn't I have at least asked her for help finding a monocrystal?
In the end, the great Jahy still had her pride. Monocrystals are known to be a source of great power to demonkind. Power enough to grant one control of the Dark Realm. Thus, they are objects of great desire.
Nobody. So tell me, what are you up to?
Come now, Your Greatness. Surely your presence here means you already know what's inside.
You're right, I do, and I found it first, so you can just...
To think you'd find my place of residence so quickly. By all means, come right in.
I'm afraid
Now that I think about it, I just had some ice cream delivered.
Give it to me!
Please, do make yourself comfortable.
That feels amazing!
I do hope the place isn't too shabby for you. I'm sure it's nothing compared to what your abode is like.
Well, as long as you're sure. Curse that Derouge! How dare you live more comfortably than I! I'm as cozy as can be. I could almost swear I'm back at the Dark Realm. Actually, I'd say your accommodations are quite satisfactory. The buildings around here are fair enough, too.
Here. This is what we call a high-class residential area.
You don't say.
I know it's not much compared to the Dark Palace, but it does have kind of an interesting view.
Fancy! Yeah, it's not bad, I guess.
And look over there. Doesn't that building bring back memories of the Dark Realm? Specifically the Hellhound's Kennel.
That's where I live! Damn you, Derouge! You'll pay for this. Ah! Get away from me! What is that thing?
You mean you don't already know Your Greatness?
Clearly you're familiar.
Actually, that's a cleaning robot.
I'm aware of that. And And in the dark realm, it was the familiars that did all the cleaning. Which means a cleaning robot is basically familiar.
Ah, you have a very good point there. Please excuse me. Honestly, I still can't get over all the extraordinary home electronics this world has to offer. They clean the house automatically. They wash the dishes for you. And they make cooking a cinch.
Now I'm expected to stand here while she brags about the expensive sounding devices she has at her disposal? Enough of this! You disappoint me, Druge. Do you not hail from the dark realm? Such fawning over the meager inventions of lowly humans is disgraceful! What happened to you? What's become of the old Druge I knew and tolerated? My heart is broken.
Ah! Yes, you're absolutely right.
What's this? Mana crystals! That explains the reaction I was getting. Druge is utterly defeated. This might be my chance. Here goes! I'll be taking these mana crystals if you don't mind. Seems you still have much to learn, Druge. Consider this your punishment for allowing the tools of man to capture your imagination. What is this? What's going on here? This is totally scary!
You're amazing, Your Greatness! Your keen observational skills picked up on the flaws in my mana crystal anti-theft system, and you put yourself in harm's way to show them to me! It's just as you said, the innovations of man are far beneath us. If the system can't sense an imminent threat and prevent it from happening, then what good is it? Ah, that's the lesson you wanted me to learn, and it came through loud and clear! I can't thank you enough! Please accept this as thanks.
Get me something I can eat! Damn you, Druge!
That day, the great Jahy's tears flowed freely, and then she reached a decision.
Today's the day I find a new crystal. There's a mana crystal on this mountain, I'm sure of it. For days now, I've been getting a sizable reaction from this area. If this thing's as big as I think it is, it might even empower me to revive the Dark Lord. This is my first time venturing into the mountains of the human realm, but I'm thoroughly prepared, so it should be fine. The summit's that way, so I should be around here. I see. Interesting.
The great Jahy was hopelessly lost.
Alright, no reason to panic. As deep in the woods as I am right now, at least there's no chance of Druge or anyone else feeding me to the mana crystal. And even if I've got no idea where I am, I still have my own mana crystal. As long as I've got this, I'll at least be able to find the crystal I'm looking for! What the? Hey! Do that! Get back my mana crystal! Time to assess the situation rationally. I came to this mountain in search of a new mana crystal. Then, my own crystal, which was my only means of tracking down the new one, was stolen by a crow. Have I done more? No, that crow and my crystal are most likely still in the vicinity. Besides, there's still that other mana crystal hiding somewhere in this mountain. So maybe things aren't so bad after all. All the food I brought with me is gone. Same goes for the tea. I'm hungry, and it's starting to get pretty cold out here. Maybe it's time to reconsider things. Looks like this is it for the great Jahy of the Dark Realm. My ankle's twisted. I'm too cold to move. I have no food, no mana crystal, and no one to save me. So you fell from your nest. You and I have a lot in common, you know that? Fallen, fragile, and facing our mortality. You're not going to die. I won't allow it. On my honor, I shall save you. Hey, could you stop flapping? Just a little more. Look, we made it. Hey, it's my mana crystal. And the other one, too. Success at last. No, I'm so close now. It's not there.
What are you doing?
Landlord, why are you out here in the wilderness?
What do you mean, in the wilderness? This hill is directly behind the apartment building. Why are you hanging from a tree soaking wet?
Don't ask questions, just get me down!
You could at least say please, you know. You're covered in mud too.
And who asked you anyway? Get up! Damn it!
Really?
What are you doing?
It's obvious you can't walk. Get on, I'll carry you.
Have I sunk so low as to be pitied by a human? And did it have to be the landlord?
Don't hurry up. We're both gonna be standing here drenched. Are you crying?
No! This doesn't change anything! You still won't be getting any rent from me!
Just pay me.
Thus, the great Jahy managed to collect her first mana crystal in the human realm. While this did bring her closer to restoring the Dark Realm,
I can't believe I lost my backpack! And all that food! Goodbye forever, mountains!
it did not come without a cost.